I got
What
it.
do you think about
Nice.
taking exhaust?
About taking exhaust against Yasuo here
Yeah.
in Eve. I honestly don't like it.
Okay.
I
I was
think
confused because I was originally taking cleanse because I thought it was Nico mid. But then they picked Yasuo last, and I was kind of panicking.
it's either cleanse for whatever. Okay, so you got two options, right? It's either cleanse or TP. Cleanse to shuck away his offensive summoner, which is either exhaust or ignite. Um, Plus, if you're in a really shitty situation, you can, um, like, well, actually, no, yeah, you can't do that. But you can cleanse the Eve, um, charm for sure too.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, either cleanse for those purposes or TP so that you can use your mana offensively early game and then late game you have TP. So yeah, I think it's either
Okay.
cleanse or TP
Yeah.
here, but okay. Um, I think you could have gotten those two if you hit. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
If you hit the one and then the other, like in the opposite. Um, Dang, dude, even your animations are like nuts. I don't have this nice of thing turned on. I have it on like medium res. I should turn up my res though if it looks this nice. Shit. Okay, so you know you're gonna get two here. I would step up. Yeah, with how much you've chunked him. Um, on those, so these two minions are here. You should be like here, and then by the time you take them, I'd honestly even consider not queuing them.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, cause
I'm I'm thinking I can queue the minions, it gets me level 2, and then I can stand to EM when he
no,
goes
so
up for the minions.
that this is what you're. Yeah, so that's what you want to do is. But if you're standing here, when these are here, you would auto one. Fuck the other. Like honestly, you can give up the other for how well this
Can you
trade
go
is going
back
to
to
go.
before the minions died so
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
see?
Here, yeah. So if you're standing here, or like you're moving up towards here, then what happens is, like, as these are about to die, you auto this one because it's getting targeted more by these. It's gonna die before this one, although it has higher HP. So you auto this one, and then you have your cursor ready right after you input the auto command to QE. Like you use Control E to level this while you're queuing
Yeah,
him.
yeah.
Yeah, and then you QE him if he's there and punish him hard. Yeah, that'd be really good. If not, like if he moves up, then that's fine. But you've like actually threatened him then, and now you have full control of the wave. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like yeah, pretty much a version of doing that. But like if you position yourself a little better, you can guarantee it instead of like him being dumb and then re-stepping back into the
Hmm.
range.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, One thing I told Paul that you can benefit from too is F keying for sure. Looking at the side lanes, because the way this is gonna play out is this is gonna come back to you probably,
Yeah.
and then it's gonna freeze, and then you're gonna get a big push, and then either you're gonna have the chance to either base or to roam. Now, if you see the way that the waves are prepped bot lane and top lane here, that's gonna give you a better idea of if you're gonna lean to any of those directions to roam or if you're just gonna want to base. You know what I mean? That's why players like Faker will be like constantly F keying and checking the other lanes in between, like CSing and
Hmm.
shit,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so they can make those decisions. Okay, saved it, dude. Almost cringe. Almost Miguel scream. Did you see that, dude? That was we
The
fucking
cannon
clipped
minion?
it. No, the well, like yeah, we clipped the scream that Miguel
Oh,
had.
yeah,
Did
yeah,
you
yeah.
hear it?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
during the game. That was perfect. Okay, yeah, so here is definitely a good time to be checking the side lanes
Hmm.
when there's no one, like, yeah, between your cooldowns. Okay. I think best decision here was to base, yeah. Oh, yikes.
She comes back.
Okay.
This game gets a little bit Fiesta, but
Yeah.
I know, it's really just landing phase stuff.
Why would you take Senna ADC into a fucking ranked game in high diamond?
I don't. I don't know.
That's baffling, dude. In a better server, they would be getting flamed just for thinking of doing that, honestly. Okay. Let's back up and see how you played this.
Here I get kind of overwhelmed. That's something I
Save,
noticed
save the
happens to
W.
me often against Yasuo. Is
Yeah, this is
like getting
honestly
he's
just
like getting
magician
that
shit.
phase
Like, this is literally him
kind of
just sleight of handing
thing.
you into freaking out, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And, like, not doing the right thing. You really have to just slow it down beforehand in your head and think, if he dashes this way, what's going to happen? Like,
Yeah.
also, you have to consider that he can't dash on the same minion back and forth over
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
over. So, as they're dying and as he dashes on other ones, he's not going to be able to go back. Like, if you're really, really nuts at the game and you want to be, like, the perfect player, which, like, we're here to make you, right? Also,
Mhm.
you should have hit the left one
Yeah.
first there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, so um, I'll show you. I'll show you exactly how that should have went. What you would do is you would look at these two, okay, and then um, like whichever one of them he decides to dash on, you're gonna know. Yeah, so one's gonna die, right? The other one he's gonna dash with. So he dashed with this one. You know now. Yeah, and he even killed it. You know now that his best option to dash away is gonna be through this angle, whether it's this minion or this minion. So you have to be doing that like thought process in your head already. This becomes the wrong angle to be running. This is supposed to be the right angle to be running. Because then you're
Mm.
forcing him to meet you at the angle he's going to have to dash back through if he wants to dash. And that
Yeah.
makes this stun free, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I forget you're on a little bit of a delay. But yeah, let me know if, yeah,
Yeah. It
any
makes sense.
questions. Okay, good, good. With skill shots, you always want to think like, how do I turn this into a certain, or into like into a for sure. I guess yeah, yeah. Certain
Mhm.
does operate as
Uh,
that too. It has two meanings. I forgot. But yeah, so like into a for sure gain. Yeah, and I mean this is just an extension of that.
mhm.
Just like being freaked out by him just dashing around everywhere. It's easy to be, don't get me wrong, but you have to always remember that he has limitations. Like, and the limitations come from not being able to dash over the same minion or minions dying and then making it really obvious what way he has to get out through.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, that's why he has such a high win rate against range champs. Because if you don't have like an exact, I mean, obviously his win wall, but also if you don't have an exact idea of what you're gonna do on the return of his engage, then it's pretty doomed. This is
You
really good
walking
for
up here
you.
is bad.
No,
I
yeah,
think.
this is good here.
But like,
If you
I
can.
don't think I should walk up because like if Evelyn's there, I think I
Oh
die.
no, yeah, yeah, yeah. You definitely shouldn't have walked up, up. Yeah, I thought you meant
Yeah, the
like
cause
after the
expansion is
fact.
really
Yeah.
bad.
Okay.
Me asking
This
him
is
to help
good.
push is correct, right?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Because you're low mana. If you weren't low mana, then you want to take the whole wave to yourself. Obviously, yeah.
Hmm.
And you can shove it out. I would honestly go Sork Boots plus Health Potion here.
I think I value last chapter a lot
Well,
more than I
okay,
should.
so actually this might be the better move because your masteries are giving you healing through spell damage. So,
Yeah.
yeah, if you have Lost Chapter, you can actually use it to sustain both ways a little better. That's fine, honestly, but at the same time, yeah, you want to make sure you really make
I
use
don't
of
know
every
how I
trade.
don't get that cannon minion
Me either.
right
There's a
away.
weird interaction I think with her W where I'm pretty sure the last auto on something goes through before like
It
or
happens
as it's
sometimes
landing.
though. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you can like cancel a turret shot with it, and
Mhm.
sometimes you can't.
Yeah, exactly. It's weird. Who knows with the coding this game was built on originally. Um, okay. I would. Okay, so here's the thing. I know you don't want to alert him to what's happening, but I think this angle is a little too defensive. That angle would have been a little too offensive. You got to do something a little in the middle of that. Because that still puts you at the range to stun him on demand.
Wait, which
You'll
angle?
see, you'll see. So I would say, like, you went through this angle. I would say go through, like, here. Because if your end position is here, you're in position to stun him.
Okay.
Here, does that make
I mean, like I
sense?
still am in range here, but it's hard.
But it's hard to get the Q
Yeah,
because
yeah.
the way I think about it is, like, I want you to put the middle of the Q right in the center of him so he can't dodge
Yeah.
it. Because then that way, if he tries moving this way or this way, he still eats it. Um, and yeah, it makes the stun way easier that way and way more for sure. So here you can yeah, wait on him to take that caster. That's the best thing to do. Oh no, I would have let him shove up, dude. Yeah, you shouldn't have
Yeah, I
cleared
saw
the wave there.
Kazak's leaving, so I wanted to
Oh,
push
okay.
comes back, so it's kind of.
Nice. I would have waited on the ult a little longer.
I don't think I could have flashed and killed the Orin, because he still has flash, right?
I'm not sure. You can't assume that though, right? Like, I mean, you can't assume that he didn't use it if they didn't ping it, to be fair.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, you'd have to know that he didn't have flash. In order to go for it. That's fine, honestly. Like, defaulting to walk back to lane after killing Yasuo is pretty much almost always good because you're getting a sure lead out of it by shoving the wave in. This is bad. You should have walked through the mid tower
Yeah.
instead of, yeah, it's
I didn't realize the minions were.
they were tanking it, yeah. And then just
Tanking
one or
it.
two more autos makes it so you could walk straight through instead of having to loop all the way around.
Mm-hmm. Is me just AFK shoving here? Fine.
I'm trying to look at the map and how it's playing out to decide that. No, I need to go behind even more. Yeah. That last one, it was fine, yeah. Because, and honestly, after you did, you needed to get into Fog of War in order to threaten both bot and top. Um, Here it's fine, but you really need to move if you're going to do that. If you're not going to deny him the wave, then you need to make that matter and move somewhere else and do something with it. Like here, what I would actually do is not even look top. I would use yourself as a body ward in river, and then either you threaten bot lane off this tower just by your presence before she died. Fucking picking Senna. Like, oh my god, dude, this is so trash. Anyway, yeah, or you use yourself as a body ward to make sure that they don't get dragon because they see your jungler on the top side of the map. So yeah, it's good to shove there and have prio because the map needs you to, but you also need to do the right thing with that prio. Also take rates here after you take this. Yeah, you just leveled too, so you're getting mana.
Yeah.
You should take rates, take mid, and then base. Oof. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, you denied yourself this whole wave. So what happened here is you literally got 0 CS instead of 10. That's, dude, that's like 200 gold.
Mm-hmm.
That's really big. Cause yeah, if you had wraiths, then that, and then you would have had a perfect base, like you'd be itemized and then get the blue with your itemization, and then you are like the fucking god of the middle of this map.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, League has a lot of objective rights and wrongs and some subjective ones, but I mean, in terms of decisions like those, you can literally see the hindsight of it and know just how like objectively good it would have been for you to have made that as your decision. Because this also makes you really prone to this gank, and then you have to use both
Yeah,
summoners.
yeah.
If you had the items from basing, you literally could have killed one of them
Just
1v2.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I could kill them because they have Windwall and Evelyn ult to dodge my.
Yeah, but I mean, like you threaten them enough to where you don't even
Yeah, yeah.
use your. Yeah, you have enough lethal to where you
I
don't
just
use your
use my abilities on
summoners.
Evelyn. She has to ult out, and then I'm
Exactly.
fine.
Yep.
I might still have to exhaust Yasuo.
I gotta say though, I like the control you have with your Syndra of not dying and like in terms of being aware of where the enemy jungler could be and how you're positioning in the lane itself. I haven't had to tell you anything about that, so so far that's been pretty good. Um, I would ward the lane here now that this is shoving up, and then yeah, base and then ward the lane. I guess since yeah, you could do both. Oh, it's warded. Did
Yeah,
you
I
put that
warded it.
down?
I
Oh,
put it
okay.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, holy shit, I was focused on the point and then I looked at the mini map. But that's good. Yeah, you did what I wanted you to. And then pink. Pink, Chris. Ah. Did you not buy one because you have one already? It
Uh,
changes, right? Like you took the mid tower,
yeah,
so that pink definitely needs to move.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think usually I'm actually pretty okay about buying pinks.
Yeah. It might have
Usually.
crossed your mind because you hit that item spike and you were just looking at the chops, ready to go. All right. Um, Here you don't want to be moved up through the right side fog of war. Either lean left side and actually not even because he could jump through Wraiths. Yeah, I wouldn't do anything. I would just go to Wraiths, do that, let him shove, and then take the next wave. If you can, after that, take Wolves, and
Yeah, I
then
think I
you're really
don't
close to
need
11.
jungle cannons enough.
Yeah, you don't, cause
And then this is super troll too. I path bottom for some reason, even though GP's going down there.
oh yeah,
I don't really know what I'm doing here.
this is really indecisive. Yeah.
Because like I feel like I should just be dying here against Evelyn Yasuo.
Yeah. To be honest, you should. I'm amazed that you're not.
And
Look
then I
around other
just
parts of the map. Yeah, F
yeah.
key. Don't use the mouse to scroll on minimap if you have information you can get from your teammates. It's been a long week, my friend.
Yeah, I'm super busy.
Same.
uh, this is so troll. Ugh, Gangplank.
Oh my
He
god.
misses his auto.
Oh my god, dude. I want to give him a 1v1 session on that specific fucking I could literally sit there and analyze his mistakes for a full 5 to 10 minutes as to why every one of his mouse clicks was incorrect. God dang.
Right here, should I just stay around Dragon?
You should
Instead
shove
of
this wave.
going
Shove
bottom?
this wave while going with him
I
so
should
that
go bottom?
yeah, you should be shoving the wave so that they're at least losing something for the drag. Like
Even
you
though
could have literally
Alex
taken
is
those.
missing.
No, but here's the thing: is if you made that decision in time, you could have taken this entire wave with your wave clear in time to be back in river with Kha'Zix.
Okay.
I think you're really indecisive in the middle of this game, and I mean, the thing is, um, it's natural, right? Like to be that way when you're like the game rests on your shoulders because of how bot lane is doing this
I
bad.
mean,
Yeah,
our
this game.
Kha'Zix is huge.
Yeah, yeah, but it also like he needs a co-carry, right? Like it's really
Mhm.
hard to 1v9 in this season of League, like and every season because people get better and better. But yeah, so definitely yeah, focus on kind of clearing your head and thinking, what do I have to do next if you don't know exactly what to do. I don't like that pink, only because this already kind of sees generally what this pink needs to see so far, and then the wave
Yeah, it's
coming
kind of
will.
useless,
Yeah,
especially
so
because we want to be pushing into them, right?
exactly. Yeah, yeah.
So we want to get the bot
Since you
turret,
have
so it
tower
should be in the,
advantage.
like, if anything, it should be in the river bush,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, exactly. Or yeah, even in their jungle after you guys reset. Okay. Um. Oof. Damn.
I feel flash too.
Shit. Yeah, I saw. Shit. Okay. I mean, you know what you did wrong there, right? Like, we can go back
Yeah,
over it.
it was okay to wait longer to
Yeah,
flash,
yeah.
right?
Actually, you should have waited on your E here. Like, you should wait for his wind wall. He's under. Yeah, like, he can really easily reactively wind wall your shit here if you just
Yeah, yeah.
QE. You could even Q and not E there and see if he wind walls. You know, that's what you should be doing as
Mhm.
you're walking away. Especially since that's what's big about Syndra, right? Her Q does not stop her from
Yeah, yeah,
moving.
yeah.
Like, so you should put that behind because it doesn't have an animation. It doesn't let him get any closer to you than otherwise. Then if he E's, or if he W's, sorry, then if he goes on you with that tornado, you know that he doesn't have wind wall and you instantly stun him after. Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's something that I've noticed a lot more recently is that I tend to panic when I don't really know what to do.
Yeah. And I mean, if you feel that in a team setting while you guys are scrimming and shit, just ask the team and they'll help you out. But it's also like you're definitely a more than smart enough guy to be able to build the thought processes that require that. You know what I mean? That like
Mhm.
that require like the what do I need to do next style of thinking.
Yeah. Well, like not even just like on the larger scale, like micro, I tend to kind of freeze up sometimes.
Yeah, but that's I
I
mean
feel
that's
like.
regular until you really get coaching for it or like really analyze your own play and then decide how you're gonna change your micro. But that's why we talked about the times where those two fights against Yasuo, the one in mid and the one just their
Yeah,
bot.
yeah.
It's always about having a plan. Like you can never expect yourself. And as I've grown older, I've realized like, fucking dude, I'm already near my mid 20s, and I realize now why people say like, a lot of esports athletes are just bound and doomed to retire in their early 20s and shit. Your reactions only get worse over the years, right? And on top of
Hmm.
that, even if you have godlike reactions and you're like a 16, 17, 18-year-old gaming prodigy, right? Where your mind is at the perfect place for like in terms of instant reaction and you've never taken a single drug in your life. You know what I mean? Like like even if you're at that level, there's still enough ping in your head to where micro shit like that needs to be planned beforehand. Otherwise it's not going to happen, right? Like small things like Yasuo Windwall you can react to if the Syndra Qs but not if she's gonna QE in time for the E. Like you can't react the E, right? You're gonna react the Q. That's why I tell you Q behind you and see if he W's, because a lot of times
Yeah,
off
yeah.
reaction they'll W off the Q because they know they can't off the E. So you have to have the same mentality when you're like prepping the um, engage itself and know like predict what he's gonna do beforehand. All right, let's see this. Is there a slow mo on this? There has to be, right? No. Shit. Playback. Speed. Nice. Okay. Wait, this is making it faster.
This is 90% speed.
Wait, yeah, that's what it said, but okay, here we go. Yeah, this is better. save the WE if you're gonna use it. Like, so either you use it before he can dash away, so that you three can get the damage on him without the threat of tower as hard, or you save it for after this tower is dead because it's so low right now.
Okay.
Or in this scenario, which is Eve coming, you would see the Eve
Well, I
coming,
don't
and
know.
then you would
Eve
have.
is
Well, I know, but I'm saying in this scenario now, if you save the W like you should because he dashed,
yeah.
like you would actually just use it on the Eve instead here, or just hold it. Yeah, and if you hold it, if you have it held, like even if you saved the W, like as we said is the right move, and then you see the Eve after, and like you hold a minion or your ball to threaten, they're gonna back off this and let you have the tower. So, yeah. And honestly, with blue buff, it's hard, right? Because when you have this and this much CDR in general, because you don't want to miss windows of opportunity of dealing damage by holding it, because like
Yeah.
it will, you know that it'll be back up in time. So I know that's tough, dude. Like, no, I'm by no means judging you for um, shit like that, and it's gonna take a lot of time. You need to realize that it's gonna take a lot of good practice to like know exactly when it's gonna be the right time with a certain amount of CDR to either put out that full damage combo or wait it out, um, and save it if you're. But yeah, honestly, I think the best thing would have been to just put it on him right before he dashes away, because then it really will be almost up um, by the time that you need it to be next. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see this fight. Play a little slower. 2 seconds. Okay, nice. Alright, here we go. So, there I would have, yeah, just instant W'd on. And then, yeah, that's a Nico, so don't Q that. Just ult him here if he gets CC'd.
I'm spamming R on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I need to see it in regular. Because I feel like, yeah, decisions are being made too slow, but that could be because of the... Yeah, so here, save the Q. That is pretty quick, though. When you see these two, actually, after the flash, it shouldn't be spam R on him. I just realized you saw another behind him. But this is also why you need to move your camera as the fight's going on.
Yeah,
Like, right, if your cursor's
I'm
already here,
pretty
just
bad
bump
at-
it up. Yeah, just bump it up. And then you already see this guy here, so you bring cursor back and you instantly start walking back. And then by the time, like, you step back a little bit, then by the time you step back up, these are up, and then you have your full threat. Instead of potentially risking dying and giving them something for all this. Like, the only reason you live is because of your insane domination healing. But you
Yeah.
can't always rely on that. And if you had been ignited, you would have just died, you know? So there, yeah, I definitely would have played a little safer.
It plays it better. I also die.
Yeah. Dude, what the fuck? This this Kha'Zix with a feature on your end. Kha'Zix featured by Chris.
Yeah.
Fucking the 2v8 album. Holy shit, dude. Actually, the solo lanes just got dumpstered.
Carrying the AFK Karma.
Yeah, literally. Okay. Are you going for the orb thingy here? Yeah, yeah, the spellbinder, yeah.
I've seen a lot of people do Spellbinder second
On
Syndra.
Syndra?
Yeah.
They're a
it's
really
Spellbinder
squishy team that
into,
you can just fucking gib, honestly, so I don't see why not. I'm trying to think if there's anything better. I honestly don't think so. I
maybe,
mean,
like last chapter into
the only
Path.
thing I could see is if Ornn was really big, going like Leandries or some shit, I guess, because there's no one else that's gonna tank bust him, but he's like 1-6. So just go whatever's gonna smash his face in, honestly.
It's kind of awkward because I didn't have enough gold for a.
Ooh, nice. No, just W.
Yeah.
That would have hit her in time if you just W'd right away. And then you should have saved the ult. That was almost really good. Okay. no. Keep moving side to side. Okay. This is tough, dude. Okay. Yeah, you should watch here, and then I would just ping literally every cooldown you see used by the enemy team. If you're dead or on the other side of the map, you can help your team a lot by doing that a lot of the time. Especially in competitive, but also you have to build the habit in solo queue, so.
Mm-hmm. That was an interesting interaction I didn't know about. Is you can continue a base if you get rooted if it doesn't deal damage.
Oh,
So
yeah,
what
yeah.
happened to the Jin there
Yeah.
with the Senna W?
Does happen, yeah. Yeah, it's a really rare interaction, but. Because there's only. What, maybe like one or two other non-damage roots in the game? Alright, I would position, yeah, exactly where you're at here, honestly. This is good. Nice, man. Yeah, that's clean. Alright, let's see the next move.
It's okay if I don't reset, right? Because like I can't really buy anything anyway.
If you get blue,
Like
yeah,
an
it doesn't,
amp
you don't
tone.
need to necessarily, no. I mean, no, it would be a pink, really, if anything. To put in their jungle when you siege. But nah, yeah, I wouldn't even base here. That's fine. You guys kind of need one person keeping up the mid wave so that it's pushing when you go for the side shove. And then they keep two, yeah. Like, if you push a super wave in, there's guaranteed to be at least one that's going to have to sit mid while you guys siege a side lane, so. That's perfect timing. Because, like, if they got to shove it and you reset with the rest of the team, then they can actually commit 5 to stopping the side. So, good job, dude. Alright. I don't know why this fucking GP isn't just moving up and putting barrels down to zone and hitting the fucking tower to destroy it. Like, you guys have so much prio, it's unbelievable. Just walk up, dude. Look at.
He has ultimate too.
Yeah, like, he should have
Just
placed barrels when he
pop
walked
it.
up the first time. They would have backed away from
Maybe
the barrels to
yeah.
hit them, and then it's free. He's not
He's
using any of
still
his
not ulting.
abilities. Jesus Christ, dude.
Now he ults.
Like, how am I supposed to tell you how to play the team fight correctly when there's no zone control from the rest
This
of
is
the team?
D1 by the way.
NA D1 is like fucking like toilet bowl Korea, dude. I swear. Like, you literally see NA pros go to Korea and be hard stuck low to mid diamond, and this is why.
Mm-hmm.
Our solo queue is just so bad. Alright. I'm glad you flashed right out. I think
Still
knowing
get hit by the Q, do I? Or no? No, don't.
I think yeah, I think you could have stayed like right here as you were backing out and maybe put an E towards this way because
Yeah,
you knew
QE
Jin
or
would have to
something.
walk around this way. So you still have threat further away from where he can hit you. And then you just walk
Mm-hmm.
back and forth to make sure you don't eat the W skill shot. But I mean, I doubt he'd throw it at you, and if he does, then they just kill him and end the game anyway. Um But yeah, you could have definitely put a little more threat on Jin there, I think, on the walk around. It's just, it definitely is tough when you're that low. Oh shit.
This is so troll because I can't walk up or else I'll die.
I know, I know. I hate this, dude. I hate that interaction with the length of the fucking cannon. It should, like, there should be an interaction where it can actually, like, because I
Like if
like the
there's no
fact.
other minions around.
Exactly, that it leashes that cannon from range. But I mean, it would definitely break something else, and then all of a sudden you're tanking cannon or you're tanking tower from your base or some shit. Oof. This is just an overstay outright, I think. Yeah, you guys should have been backed up and hitting this as you leave. What are you going for here, Leandres?
Morello.
Morello, I think Rabadon might have been better.
The problem was when I backed the first time, I only had like 1100 gold.
So you should take Blasting Wand in a pink, and then, yeah, you do Rabadons after that, and then you can take either Morello or Void Staff, probably Void Staff, because it would scale really well. You would be like not tanky at all, and I would consider getting a stopwatch or something for like a fight later, but finishing Morello just doesn't do that much for you. Their only healing is like Yasuo's masteries, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, the orb is really good on Syndra. If you want to finish the orb, actually, and then do Rabadons, I could see that for sure. But I wouldn't even finish the Morello by any means. Yeah, it's a waste of money to do so. Well, I mean, you had the... Yeah. So what I would have done instead of taking the Blasting Wand when you had 1100 was take Amp Tome plus Ruby Crystal plus Pink Ward.
Okay, yeah. That's good.
Yeah.
I think Blasting Wand is pretty bad.
Yeah, it's kind of sad that it's like so shit in the times you need it to be good to hold in your inventory, but like it gives you too much AP not to pass up in the moment, definitely. So, um, the one thing I would do here a lot more of is move your camera around the fight, because like this whole fight, like you're playing this well and fine, but I'm not seeing this part, right? Like for most of it when you were down here, all of this camera space is being wasted, you
Yeah.
know? So, I mean, here it's okay because you see everybody now, but before when you were down there, it meant that you didn't see anyone like from this part of the
Can you go back
map
to
onwards. Yeah, I will. Um, 28. Yeah, there we go. LS would mauled building Morello here. That's true. Morello Trolleandry's better. Nah. Yeah, I think what we said, Paul, is definitely the best course of action. It would have been Orb plus the
Yeah, so like
rest.
my camera should just be so far to the
Yeah, it should be
right
way
there.
more to the right, and then you could have actually seen if it would have been better to use your cooldowns that way. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's hard to intake so much information at once, but really in a team fight especially, your eyes should be zooming all over the fucking place and getting the information you need so you know where to put your next rotation of cooldowns. And a mid laner needs to do that the most. Because
Yeah.
An ADC can A-click in the direction that they need to while moving in the direction that they need to while they're doing the target acquisition. But a mid laner also has to consider their cooldowns while doing so. And like the rotations that they're seeing other people use because they're stepped up more than the AD usually is. So, yeah. Do you have any other questions?
Uh, I think that's about it.
All right, man.
I think
Sounds good.
that's pretty informative.
Good shit. All right. Yeah, I'll probably post some of these to YouTube unless you guys aren't cool with them. I'll ask everyone before I do. And then I can just yeah, send you guys those VODs and you can have that to keep and remember what you need to improve on for now.
Okay. What do you like? What should be my goal? I
Your
guess.
focus? Okay, so I would say the lane stuff that we talked about for sure in terms of the trading and like just having a plan. So I would say you need like it's so tough because cognition and consciousness is one of the hardest things to work on, but long term it's going to make you absolutely like a way better player. But like that's what you need to work on is just being conscious of literally every single factor, right? Like looking at the side lanes more and also like thinking about what the enemy can bring to the table in the trade versus you, and like how you're gonna actually beat the Yasuo when he comes into you, and like how he's gonna use the minions,
Okay.
you know,
Just like
versus
visualize what I
yeah.
want to
So the
have
way that
happen.
works, yeah, the way you visualize it, you start from loading screen, like
Yeah. Okay.
from your matchup mid, you should be able to tell how each trade is gonna go just from having played those matchups or knowing those champs, right? And then after that, you can keep on kind of even like visualize the team fights and how they should go with your prio. But that changes a lot based on who has the gold, you know,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
who's ahead. But yeah, mainly in lane, that's gonna be where your thinking starts. Is in loading screen, you need to think, how are my trades gonna go each time, and then you need to be looking F keying a lot at your teammates and yeah, focusing on that camera work as well. So that's honestly a lot to work on. And it's going to take some time, but the good thing is that a lot of the fundamentals you already have down. Um, and you're yeah, I mean you have good enough fundamentals and you're good enough at your main champs to be D1. So and then next time I would say once you feel comfortable enough for a while working on these, then our next VOD you can probably be a Syndra one where you feel like you're on point a little more with the stuff we worked on, and then after that it'd probably be building champ pool. Um,
I feel like my champ pool is pretty decent. Like I've never really been a one trick or anything. Like I've
but
always
Syndra is by
played
far your
pretty much
best right
everything.
now, right? Or at least from what I've seen of your um,
Uh, I
games.
guess
Yeah,
she's probably my best.
yeah.
But like I'm
So
comfortable playing like Zoe, stuff like
definitely,
that.
yeah, Ori and shit. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
My Ori I don't think is that good, but
Yeah, that's fine. She's she's different, yeah, than a lot of other champs and how her mechanics work. So I wouldn't want to really review her if you don't have a lot of time on her yet. But definitely, yeah,
well like
next
I
time,
still played a lot of the champion, you know, but
yeah, yeah, for sure. But it's as I would want like champs that you're really comfortable on, so we can talk about the big picture shit. And then if there are specific champs you really want to get good at, that's when I would say pick a VOD of that. Um, but yeah, man, that's all from me.
well,
All
sounds
right,
good.
thank you, dude. Have a
Yeah,
good one.
thanks. You too.
Peace.
Have fun, Cam.
Oh, thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up?
I